Right, okay, hi everyone, I'm here with Helen. Hi Helen.
Hi.
So we're just going to go and look at something that was asked on one of the live calls recently. How do you quickly calculate your position lot size based on your account balance, everything? So I'm just going to share my screen and I'll show you a tool that I use, which I've mentioned on my live sessions a few times, but I'll go through and show it exactly on a mt4 on how to use it on a demonstration account. So first of all, let's just go through what we're talking about. So let me get I don't know if you've got a pair you're particularly looking at, Helen, or not, but
Only the one from Paul's session this morning, which was the
Euro
Japanese. Yeah.
Japanese yen, that'll do. It doesn't matter, there's not going to be any strategy behind what I'm about to do. Okay, so for example, though, let's say we were looking at a short trade on Euro yen. So we'll choose our short position tool. I'm going to do it an instant order, so I'm going to put it at current price. I'm going to fabricate a stop loss level and a take profit. So in this case, I'm just looking at the peak of this higher high for a stop loss, and then this wick down here for a take profit. That gives us 2.75 to 1 with a stop loss of 7.7 pips. Now, the way that most people do their position sizing is through position size calculator from my FX book. So first thing you need to do is get the right, right pair. So we are Euro JPY, and for example, let's say your account is 1,000 and you want to risk 1%. We've worked out our stop loss is 7.7 pips, and leave the contract size alone, and that gives you 0.142, but we'll round down to 0.14, and then we can go to mt4 and look to place an order. Okay, so a different way of doing it, I've been using this tool called the position size calculator, and you can go and get this for free from a company called earnforex.com/blah. But if you go to earnforex.com and use the search tool, hang on a minute, use the search tool at the top and just type in position size, it'll be the first link that comes up.
And then do you have to use that on MT4, Adrian, or can you use it on other?
Yeah, it's definitely got for MT5, and I think, if I remember rightly, you can also use it on, I'm trying to think what the platform was called. Download links are at the bottom of the page. So there's the MT4 and MT5, and then you've got a script which you can then I think it's just MT4 and MT5. I thought.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's the script, which I don't really want to get into coding. So
no.
But this is the tool. It's completely free, and I'll put the link below the video anyway. All right, so all you need to do is download and install that into MetaTrader, and there's plenty of videos on that in the Ninja group on how to do that. By default, the entry line color, stop loss, and take profit aren't what I would like. So I've changed these, literally double click and change the colors or to whatever you want, and then save a template. I've already got a template saved called color with a U. And so my entry line is aqua, my stop loss is tomato, and my take profit is spring green. Okay, so what it brings up is this box and the position size calculator. There's a lot of tabs. Well, there's 5 tabs: risk, margin, swaps, and script. I have only ever used the main tab, so I wouldn't worry about all the other calculations and everything behind it. you've got the option. So you can see on my screen now, Helen, hopefully, a couple of lines have already appeared.
Yeah, I can see those. Do
You
they
can-
come automatically when you install it or when you choose a pair?
No, when you drop this onto a chart, they automatically pop up. The
Right.
entry and the stop loss only come on initially. Okay, and you can drag this stop loss just by using
That's quite clever.
and also then if you want to, you click take profit, and then the take profit line comes on, and you can drag that as well. Okay, you can also hide the lines if you want after you've placed your trade, or you just want to clean up your MetaTrader. You can use this for pending and for instant orders. Okay, and also you can use it on your account balance or your account equity, which I'll show you the difference in a minute. Okay, below you can input your risk, so 1% of the account balance in this case is $9.96. Okay, and then it gives you also risk to reward. So if you win, you win this. If you lose this. And the most important is this position size here, position size. Okay, so if I move my stop loss up, you'll see, it should, why is it not changing the position size? Never, when you want to demonstrate something, does it work? Hang on. Because the closer your stop loss is to entry, the larger the position size should be. So you can see now I've dragged it away. Okay, so position size currently is 0.22. If I get a bigger stop loss, my position size goes down. So it automatically adjusts according to the percentage you've got in here. So in this case, 1%. Make sense?
Yep, absolutely.
Same with if you put your take profit in. If you look at your risk to reward, at the moment it's 0.99. If I drag this up, now it's a 1 to 3. Okay, so you can do your account analysis here if you want, or you can do it the way that we normally do it in where's my, there it is, in trading view. Okay, now all I do with trading view is after you've done your markup is, and I'm surprised not a lot of people have thought about this, you can, on a pending order, you can actually copy your entry price, but on an instant order, we only need to take stop loss and take profit, or profit level as it's called here, and stop level. So you can copy and paste these. So take profit, copy and paste into the tool, and if I click enter, you'll see the line's moved, and I don't know where it's moved to, a long way away, because I think I'm on a higher time frame.
Are you on the same pair?
I'm not, no. What pair are we on? Euro JPY. I do it all the time until something goes wrong, and then I realise, oh yeah. Right, so let's paste that in again. Thank you. So take profit, paste. That's another reason I like to copy and paste, because I keep it in the tool.
Yeah, that's it. Now we can see it
in the clipboard. Were we going for a sell? I think we were, weren't we?
Yep.
Yeah. That's why then. So right. So we need to click this for a short, and then redo that. Okay. So now we've got the proper take profit in. Copy and paste the stop loss. So I made a bit of a hash of that, but it's really simple. And then we have the stop loss. Okay. Now that gives me at 1% of this account 0.16. I like to place the trade like this. So I come into this little tool. If it's not already on, you need to go into either tools options and switch one click trading on, or you can press Alt and T, and then you can just hide it backwards and forwards with this arrow. So
that's really handy actually, because I'd completely forgotten that. I have got mine switched off, so I've forgotten that little hint.
That's why I like to get a couple of people on the calls, because we always can cover something else. as we go. So I've got my 0 point, now it's changed actually because price has moved closer to where I'm entering. So I'll click sell, and then at the moment I've got no stop loss and take profit in on my order. So if I just drag upwards to the stop loss in this case and downwards to take profit in this case, hide my lines, now I've got everything on there that needs to be on there according to the proper risk management for my account balance. Okay, if I click to account equity, okay, there's a difference. Look, account balance 996.33,
yeah,
account equity 994.08. So if I want to place another trade on a different pair, for example, we'll just take the Euro USD. We won't do any analysis on TradingView or anything. I'm just going to hide the lines for a moment. Okay, on this one, I'm just going to go for a short, and then I'm going to put my lines back on, and we're going to take, if you can't see the stop loss and take profit lines, just hold your mouse on.
They've just disappeared off the top of the bottom of the screen.
Yeah. So you could compact your screen on MT4 by just holding your left mouse button down and going over the price range. And then you can drag it in, or you can enter a value either way. Okay. But so this is showing me it's 7 points. So these figures I forgot to mention, where your stop loss is, this is the amount of pips. So it's 20.6 pips, 7.9 pips. Same with the take profit. So it tells you the pips as well that you're going for. Okay. And I like it because it automatically adjusts. So now we're looking at what is 1% of equity, not what is 1% of balance. So if you've got, this is good for compounding, because if you've got a trade that's winning, you're instantly compounding the winnings. If you've got a trade that's losing, you're cutting your losses a little bit, rather than just.
Okay, so that's for a trade that's still running.
Yeah, because it'll affect your equity. It's for this trade, but because I've got a trade running already, which at the moment is -$3, there's a difference in the balance from 996.33 to 993. So really 1% of what I've got available is the equity.
Yep. And is it taking those figures automatically from your figures down at the bottom of your terminal view?
Yep. This is just for this account on this MT4. So you can see it tells you the balance, and when I click on there, it tells you the equity, and you've got balance in the bottom left, equity, and then margin and whatever. But it just saves you having to go into a spreadsheet or figure out, well, hang on a minute, I'm $10 down, so that means I've now my balance, and you don't need to do any of that maths anymore.
And does it keep those? Does it enter those figures if you close out of this now and come in again tomorrow, for example? Does it put those balance and equity figures back in again for you automatically?
It's live. So if I close this previous trade out, okay, now my balance is 992.21.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
So it does. It just keeps track of it all the time for you.
So on this next trade, if I sell at 0.14, okay, trades entered, stop loss, take profit. Okay, if I wanted to do another trade back on that other pair again, I can reevaluate, and now it's looking at 1% of equity from my newest equity.
Right.
Okay.
And you're doing that by dragging. You're setting that up by dragging the stop loss and the take profit lines.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you've actually set the trade, you drag the entry point to create those lines in reality.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing a normal order box, you can enter everything, copy and paste. If you've got the order box open, you can actually copy and paste from this tool into your order box. So if you want these in place immediately, when you place the order as if you were because if you're placing a pending order, for example, you're going to put these in.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So that they're there when the order kicks off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just when I do an instant order, because I've done all the calculations previously anyway in on TradingView when I've marked up the trade generally, okay, but it just saves you the effort of having to keep copying and pasting from go to TradingView and then copy and paste across. It stays in that box then until your next order. So on each pair, so this
Excellent.
is 121696. This is 132. So each pair keeps the value of the last order.
And it's always sitting on your screen there every time you switch pairs.
Yeah, if you want it to, you can minimize it and then move it about and then open it where you want to open it. I tend to use it, minimize it, and put it next to this buy and sell, and I hide the buy and sell in case I click on it by accident. That's how I use it, and then I'll come in when I'm doing a new order. Oops, and I didn't put any. Oh, I didn't take a trade. That's why. So if I did this one at 0.06, and pop these on, drag the stop loss, drag the take profit, and hide lines and minimize. No, that's the tool.
Wow, that's really efficient and simple, isn't it? Not use this little tool at all.
Try if you're going to test it, use it on a demo. But
yes,
it took me a little while to get used to it, and sometimes there are a couple of bugs here and there. For instance, take profit sometimes will be always just the same as stop loss, and then all you do is to resolve it, you just right click or click Control I and go to the indicators list, and then you just delete it and then reapply it, and it'll get rid of it. I don't know why it's got a little bug here and there, but it's free, so I don't mind. And then I'll just load my colors again, and then it'll be there again, ready for next time. So if ever you've got an issue with it, if it's not behaving how it should, just remove it and reapply it. But
and so do you see the real advantage of this, that it's taking account of your balance and equity all the time rather than you having to manually adjust it?
Yeah. There's two advantages. That's one. If you're going to do proper account balance management and take a risk at 1%, you really need to be taking into account your current running trades, because otherwise you could over leverage and then end up risking 1.2% on that next trade. For example, the other advantage for me is its speed. Because if I'm entering on a 15-minute or a 5-minute chart, and I'm looking for 10 pips, now those 10 pips can, be seconds or minutes or even hours, but on the smaller time frames, it tends to be you've got to act a lot quicker. And for me,
you don't want to waste time.
Yeah, for me to sort of come in and go, right, okay, 7.5 pips. Oh no, I'm on the wrong pair. Oh, what pair am I on? I've missed my 10 pips.
Right, I see. Yes, yep,
Right.
Got you.
Whereas if I've got it marked up, I can copy and paste the values quickly if I want to, or if I'm using the same time frame. So if I'm on the 15-minute here, and I've got what's this Euro JPY, good, and I'm here. I know this is a sell, but it doesn't matter. I can just quickly move my lines to where I would put the tool in the first place, because this tool tells you the risk to reward, but then so does this.
Yep, down the bottom there.
That seems this isn't quite right because I've reapplied the tool. Remember, so in this case I'd have to redo the lines to get the reading. Now it's right. 0.6, 1.7, 1.45. But I just like it. I thought it'd be useful to go over it. And if you've got any more,
No, I like it too. As you say, I definitely like it for the speed, and for the fact that it's adjusting for your account size, which I guess is the one thing that's kind of quite hard to get to if you're doing it all manually and you're not taking into account any running trades.
Yeah, and I've been using it for about 2 months now, and to do it this old-fashioned way for me now is so long-winded. You know, because if I get for example, if I've got an alert on of our ninjaforextraders alerts on, and it fires, and I quickly go and have a look at that pair, and I see, okay, yeah, I've got my ninjaforextrader, I want to get in. I don't have to then go, hang on, well, the ninjaforextrader fired here. I need to go here. There. You can do all of that in about 3 seconds on this tool. So I just wanted to share it with everyone.
Yeah. So do you tend to not do the long short calculation on your trading view chart at all first? You come and do it straight in here?
I'll mark it up for the smart money, because obviously I'm looking for pending orders, or it's a longer time frame to do things. Okay, but if for example I was let's find a chart with a D point. Try and think where we had a scan. Okay, that'll do. So hopefully I won't move anything. Let me just lock everything down. Right, so if we've got this D point here, and I've got this ninja down that's fired.
Yeah.
Right, well, obviously I can have short tool. I can have this in place already for the stop loss to be at the D point. This is a bit higher. Okay, so I can have the stop loss in place, and I can have the take profit in place. What I can't have is the entry point.
Yes.
So I've got
to come to wait for that.
Yeah, exactly. So I've got to come back in and go and move the entry point, and then that gives me a different risk to reward, and obviously my stop loss will be predetermined, but in this case it would have got stopped out, and on the next one we'd have had a nicer trade. But you've still got to make some adjustments, which still takes some time.
So would you sit that there waiting for, let's say you were going to get in on that next ninja down, would you'd sit this here waiting for that ninja down to happen and then just move it and adjust it accordingly?
Normally on these trades I don't necessarily put the long and the short on.
Right, okay.
I do it for the longer term ones, but because I'm only going for 10 to 20 pips, so I'm never going to go for these 38 in my case.
Right, that's what I was going to ask you, was how you were setting your take profit. Okay.
I just went down to that 1 hour consolidation zone line.
Yeah.
Near the median, that was all. Which it did come down and pretty much,
come down and hit.
Pretty much bounce off. Test, retest, break. Love those lines.
Usually just looking for 10 to 20 pips.
Yeah, so in that case, I get my alert. I can instantly just, right, there's the D point, there's my take profit. You don't really need to take profit in that case, but if you want to hide the line for the take profit, you can just take it to 0. Oh, come on. Like that. And then it won't show. So if I show lines again. Otherwise, when you've always got the take profit line unless you zero it out.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just quick like that. So if I will have my stop loss in place, I can place an order, and then I've just got normally my pip counter on there. This is obviously a demo. I've not got it on at the moment, but I'll have the whatever it's called, ninjas. Can't find it right now.
multi something pip counter, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's got a funny name, X 2014 pip.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yes.
Okay, so I'll have that on, and then I'll just take whatever profit from that. So that's all right,
So
isn't
you
it?
would
Look at
you'd manually exit the trade rather than actually putting your take profit in here.
that. Yeah, generally on the Ninja system, I do. Yeah,
And you're in profit.
on 2 random trades. How cool is that? I think I'll just close those out. So I X them out. I use I don't know if you can see it properly.
Yeah, I do the same thing. There's a X on the right hand side.
Yeah, I just X them out. So there you go. Now my account balance is in profit. And if I go, if I show my account balance now, you see it's already updated.
Yes, excellent.
So that's that.
That's really good. Thank you.
Let me stop my share. Do you have any other questions or thoughts?
I can't think of anything else. That makes a lot of sense. Didn't understand it really before. Not really seen it or used it before. So that's really good. I'm sure people will find it useful.
Perfect. Excellent. Okay, folks, we'll see you on the next video.